What if Sun God Nika was a Lunarian? Hello everyone, this is Emo, and today we will be discussing a topic that I have seen somebody comment on the internet, probably on Twitter, on Reddit, I'm not sure when, but it was about a month ago or so. And this will be, what if Sun God Nika was a Lunarian? I know you might be confused as what gives and what are the connections. They are very vague connections, but I wanted to make this video to discuss maybe a possibility on maybe if Sun God Nika could have been a Lunarian, and they are very weak evidence, as people could say, but I see it as a fun discussion. I myself am not very invested in this idea, but I think it's a fun idea to discuss, that maybe a possibility, as there are some little details that could relate the both of them, and both of them we have very few little information on both of them, so this could be a fun discussion. Firstly, the first point that I would like to discuss is that the Lunarian race are probably the only race that were classified as gods, as Whitebeard told Marco that they were gods who used to live on top of the Grand Line. We know there are celestial dragons who also classify themselves as gods, but these have abilities. They produce fire, they have fire abilities, they could fly, they have a lot of advantages, so that's why they are classified as gods. They have white hair, and just recently from 2 chapters we figured out that Luffy, after awakening his devil fruit, that his hair turned white, so a small evidence there. And also Luffy produces fire. Could this be due to his devil fruit being the Sun God Nika? So what if the Sun God Nika was a Lunarian who lived and ruled the Lunarian race from on top of the Grand Line? We don't know when the Grand Line was made, but it's certainly man-made. So maybe they were related to the ancient kingdom in some way, that they were the rulers before the world government. Or maybe the world government used to make the celestial dragons live in God Valley, and after the God Valley incident, they tried to terminate all the Lunarians so that the celestial dragons could move to there. That's a maybe, as Whitebeard was saying it as if he knows or seen them live on top of the Grand Line. That's all just a speculation. And also, why am I connecting the Sun God Nika to them? Is because both the Sun God Nika and the Lunarians were introduced in the same arc, Wano. Although the Lunarians were hinted at from Whole Cake Island that Big Mom doesn't have 3 races not living in Totolando. One of them were the giants, and we know now the Lunarians, and probably the Onis. So because both were introduced in the same arc, and one of them were given specific characteristics to them. Also, the Sun God Nika, he's the only god in the One Piece world that we know of, and they are the only classified gods that we know of. So that's also a small connection between them. And also there's quite a stretch of a detail, but it could lead to something, but it's quite a stretch. You remember King's pterodactyl form, when he stretched his head really far, then it launched onto Zoro and then snapped back? That seemed a bit rubbery like, so they could have maybe some rubber properties, or maybe it's just the pterodactyl, maybe because Oda has done even weirder stuff with dinosaurs, so this is quite a stretch. And also, something that I just realized, in the anime colorings, the Lunarians, or King specifically, has red eyes. You can also connect these to Emu, or possibly Luffy right now, as his eyes look like Emu, possibly, or possibly it's nothing. And I'm talking specifically about Sun God Nika, not Joy Boy, as my headcanon that they are two different people after the reveal that Luffy's devil fruit is the sun god Nika. So they could be two different people. And I have discussed before that maybe the sun god Nika put himself in a devil fruit, or if he was Joy Boy, he put himself in a devil fruit. So it's a bit, we don't know a lot. I think if we know how devil fruits come from or how were they made, that will probably solve a lot of huge mysteries in One Piece, including this one, if Joy Boy and Sun God Nika are the same person. So this is one of the biggest mysteries that if it's solved, this will probably open our eyes to probably a lot of things that have happened in the past. So this was a quick discussion video that I wanted to make. As I said before, I am not on board with this, but I think it's just a fun discussion video to talk about the similarities between the Sun God Nika and the Lunarians. So if you enjoyed this discussion video, please like and subscribe, as it really helps me out a lot. This is Emo, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!